Hi all, have a good day. I am K. Surya, working as assistant professor in the Department of ECE at SNS College of Technology. So in this lecture, let us see about the cellular network which is GPRS. GPRS is in general known as General Packet Radio Service, and it is defined as a mobile communication standard that operates on 2G and 3G cellular networks to enable moderately high-speed data transfers using packet-based technologies. General Packet Radio Service is essentially a packet switching technology that allows information to be transmitted via mobile networks. This is utilized for internet connectivity, multimedia messaging service, and other types of data transmission. GPRS is supported by GPRS cell phones as well as laptops and handheld devices equipped with GPRS modems. Subscribers have reported downstream bandwidths of up to 80 kbps. GPRS could be employed to facilitate connections related to internet protocols which provide a set of functions including commercial and enterprise applications. Before the transmission, the information is split into individual packets and routed through the core network and radio. At the receiver end, the data is reattached. The GSM is the primary standard for the second generation cellular network, while GPRS is an improved version. GPRS is not like GSM's short messaging service, which has a message length limit of 160 bytes. GPRS has a theoretical maximum speed of about 115 kbps, although most networks operate at roughly 35 kbps. GPRS is sometimes known as 2.5G unofficially. It's a third generation route to gain availability on internet. GPRS can operate from either symmetric or asymmetric configuration, whereas frequency for either direction is determined by which one of the 12 multi-slot provider classes are chosen. The number of time slots for every path is determined by the multi-slot service class. For every time slot, propping up a theoretical connection speed of 21.4 kbps is needed. One of the most basic is service class 1, which allows a one time slot for each path. Service class 12 is by far the most proficient with 4 time slots in every direction. GSM IP stands for Global System Mobile Communication Internet Protocol and is also another name for GPRS. It ensures that customers are connected, making audio calls and browsing the internet. This method enables packet radio access to even time division multiple access customers. GPRS also allows network operators to deploy an IP-based core architecture for integrated audio and data applications, which can be used and improved for 3G networks. GPRS used to be the fastest network accessible option. This has, however, changed in terms of speed and dependability as both 3G and 4G networks surpass it. However, it is still used in several areas, particularly rural regions and emerging nations that have not ventured into other more sophisticated technology. When a GPRS network is available, most smartphones might use it. Those used to better connections will notice the considerably slower bandwidth and long waits. Next, we will see about the important characteristics of GPRS. So, GPRS uses packet switch resource allocation. Resources allocated only when data is to be sent or received. It has flexible channel allocation of about 1 to 8 time slots is used here, and available resources are shared between all the active users. Up and downlink channels are reserved separately. GPRS and circuit switch GSM services can use same time slots alternatively. When you consider traffic characteristics which is suitable for GPRS, intermittent intermittent and bursty data transmissions are possible here. Frequent transmissions of small volumes of data is done, and infrequent transmission of larger volumes of data is done here. So these are the main goals of Gprs. The first one is provides consistent IP services and leverage industry investment in IP, and it uses an open architecture which is suitable for many applications. Service innovation independent of infrastructure. So these are all the services offered. So Gprs provides the following services, which is broadcasting and SMS messaging, cellular based push to talk, presence and instant messaging, service for multimedia messaging, and services such as point to point and point to multi-point services. So several benefits of Gprs is shown in this diagram. The first one is billing made simple. So in compared to circuit switch services, Gprs packet transfer offers better consumer billing. When it comes to circuit switch services, the cost is determined by the length of the connection. One of the significant disadvantages of circuit switching for IoT is cost efficiency. The connection length determines the subscriber's operating cost in the circuit switch. Now suppose you are using an asset tracking system or a remote sensor. One should preferably keep these gadgets in always on mode. On the other hand, these products are only designed to transmit or receive information somewhat irregularly. Each subscriber is responsible for the entire cost of airtime, including during times when no packets have been sent. So the next one is increased speed. So a significant advantage of Gprs is that it provides a higher data rate than GSM. GSM was designed to transmit data of approximately 14.4 kilobits per second at first. Over the 2G network, Gprs on the other hand provided data speeds up to 86 kilobits per second. It made matters like streaming and gaming possible for customers. It allowed for monitoring in enterprises. Rates of up to 172 kbps are feasible. However, top data speeds of 15 to 40 kbps are achievable in most scenarios. 2G or 3G with Gprs is typically a theoretically acceptable fit if all you need is slow occasional data transfers. The next one is always on connectivity. Another benefit is that Gprs is always available. Gprs connection can be used whenever it is needed. It was also the fastest network ever seen when it was first launched. For example, with the standard GSM communication technology, somebody could transmit only 10 SMS per minute. On the other hand, somebody could transmit 3 times as many messages a minute while using SMS boosted Gprs transfer. Costs depend on how often a circuit has been used over time and whenever circuit switched procedures have been used. The expenses of packet switch technology are computed above any volumes of information transmitted which would be consumed by the provider's bandwidth. Always on connectivity is enabled simultaneously. Next, we will see how Gprs works. Gprs adds several new essential features to aid the end-to-end transmission of IP-based data packets. The GSM standards created Gprs, which resulted in a structure with specified attributes, interfaces, and inter-network operations for roaming assistance. Gprs enhances the architecture of the GSM standard to enable packetized communication services at speeds of up to 114 kilobits per second in reality. Data transmission uses the network whenever it is essential because of the packet transfer mode. As a result of Gprs standard, users could be paid based on the volume exchanged instead of the connection length, allowing them to remain connected without incurring further charges. GPRS enables network operators to have a more effective method to distribute data to their customers by removing the requirement to use speed channels for data transformation. Customers get 4 times the rate for the most typical dial-up connections when using a GPRS connection. The overall average speed of the dial-up data services is 9.6 kbps, whereas in GPRS the speed is from 40 to 172.2 kbps. Users can also access rich media applications and information using GPRS connectivity. It is not necessary to download any data to view or use it. As a result, GPRS technology is suitable for cell phone internet use. Because of the GPRS network, one can access rich media apps via mobile networks. GPRS networks can also allow for internet access. It suggests that online services such as web surfing, email, chat and file transfer protocol could be accessible via cell phones. The GPRS connection should be seen as a subnetwork of the internet because it uses similar protocols. And GPRS phones could be regarded as a mobile host since they are using the same methods. GPRS operates on cell phones, laptops and other portable devices with a GPRS modem or a GPRS SIM card. A GPRS modem is ideal for sending and receiving messages from a computer. The packet-based platform was one of the first to offer multimedia messaging and push-to-talk features similar to the walkie-talkie. However, GPRS devices are rarely capable of transmitting longer voice recordings. GPRS technology, for instance, could allow individuals to send a given text to the transcription system since the audio files became too huge to be transferred at accessible rates. There are two network nodes used to offer packet data services in GPRS, which is a serving GPRS support node and the gateway GPRS support node. In the SGSN, it's a router that controls the locations of nearby stations and offers a packet transit interface to the CGSN portal. It is in charge of GPRS mobile device authentication, network registration, mobility management and data collection on pricing for using the air interface. A gateway that connects to other data networks is the GSN. The GSN is responsible for delivering an IP address to the mobile terminals throughout the connection. It connects to external networks as both a router and an interface. It comprises GPRS cellular routing information which is used to route packets through the IP-based internal backbone to the appropriate serving GPRS support node. The CGSN could also operate as a packet filter for incoming traffic and record pricing data related to external internet services. So GPRS wireless packet data has three main characteristics. An always online function that eliminates the need for dial-up, enabling programs accessible with just one click. The upgraded usual systems means that carriers do not have to update their equipment. Instead, GPRS is put on top of the current equipment. An essential part of future 3G networks, meaning the packet data core network for 3G systems, Edge and WCDMA, GPRS is a necessary foundation for the future. So I hope you understood the basics of GPRS. We will take up few assessment questions. GPRS and Edge supports which 2G standard? Yes, the answer is GSM and IS 136 both. Next question is, what changes GPRS needs to acquire while upgrading itself from GSM? The answer is new packet overlay including routers and gateways. Thank you for watching this video.